pointed tail came out of her rectum.
No, 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 no. No means no, and yes means no. And so you're flocculous, because everything you do, everything you're around, and everything you touch is flop. A menagerie of mutts over there.
What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? What's good, people? What is up? What's up, people? What's up? It's DL Teddy27, and I am back for yet another review. This is gonna be our review, ladies and gentlemen, for Chasing LA. I almost forgot. This is the season 1 reunion. This is part 2. Okay. Now, we're here. Let me start off by saying this. I hope that this reunion put to bed any notion that there was this need or necessity to have Imani Van Zap be the host of these reunions perpetually or whatnot. I felt like Mr. Ray did a remarkably better job than Imani Van Zap has done on the reunions she's done. I'm just being honest. I ain't trying to throw shade. I'm just looking at it with my eyes. And Mr. Ray was great. Imani, not so much. I think Imani does better by herself. And, giving her own commentary. Pay no attention to the noise in the background. I got my windows open because it was raining and I want that fresh rain air in. Anyway. But I feel like Imani does better by herself, where she can just add commentary and just, dish advice out by herself. But in terms of her hosting and, managing the room and, being able to ask the right questions and manage personalities and gather the girls, as you have to a lot of times, she's not good at that. She has no institutional control. And so I felt like Mr. Ray did a much better job at that. He knew what questions to. I don't know if he wrote those questions himself or those questions were given to him. Much better than Imani. So I applaud Mr. Ray and him and his hosting skills. I do. So we still enthralled in this conversation with D. Hawkins and Jeremy about their bust down event pseudo relationship. Bitch, we just talking after we got drunk and high and fucked, and now we want to call ourselves booze. I don't know. Nevertheless, what came out of it? D. Hawkins apologized to Jeremy. Jeremy apologized to D. Hawkins. We moved on. Hershey. Then they tried to have this moment where it was supposed to get all touchy-feely, emotional, and so forth, and they started playing clips from the season where people, gave their story and people began to talk a little more about who they were as a person and talk more about, personal things and things that, would emote, would cause them to emote and solicit, tears at times and, all those kinds of emotions. Girl, Hershey is over here talking about how, vulnerable she was by, revealing her status, being all emotional. Girl, why is Jayla over here busting out laughing? Everybody over here damn near in tears. Here comes Jayla busting out laughing. Girl, get your life. Get your life in order, Jayla. Get it in order. So Mr. Ray immediately checked her and gathered her. Hey, girl. Hey, honey. Hey, whore. We over here being serious. And you over here laughing. Loved it. Loved how Mr. Ray said, girl, get your life in order. Checked her real fast. Girl, boom. Now that's how you get the girls in order. In order. Anyway. And then they switched over to Jayla. And how he was asking her what was it like, moving to Vegas, and how was that transition, and what's it like trying to do music and stuff like that. Girl, Miss Fran jumps in. Now, this whore wants to be seen so bad in this reunion. This is the same bitch who ain't have not a plot line at all the entirety of this season. Do you hear me? Ain't have a plot line, ain't have a storyline, had nothing to give all season. Was there for no reason at all. Did not even belong on the cast. You were a tag along. That is what the fuck Fran was, a fucking tag along. always tagging along, always being in the A-man corner, but never the it girl. Girl, you're the consummate bridesmaid. That's all you are. You ain't even the maid of honor, bitch. You're always one of the bridesmaids hanging off to the side, to the end of the picture. You know, the last bridesmaid all the way to the end the edge of the picture. Girl, that's what the fuck Fran was all season. Just a fucking tag along. Girl, why are you here? Girl, you have no business here. You have no part. Why? And so now, because she didn't have a storyline all season long, now this whore wants to be the center of attention for the goddamn reunion because you weren't the center of anything the entirety of the season. We don't know what you do. You have a propensity to lie. You know what I'm saying? I mean, nothing about you is watchable. Girl, Fran decided to activate or whatever, and he went into whole bitch mode and started, trying to get his little moment, going in and out, in and out. And this whole notion of him bringing up brain cells as if he's phenomenally intelligent, as if he's the intellectual in the room. Girl, you're not. You're not. That's not you, girl. Well, here's what I have to say. I don't like her, him, they, them, whatever. Since you want them, they, how about we just go with the it pronoun? I don't like it. Since you don't want he or she, you'll just be an it. I don't like it. Just like I have no belief that you're non-binary. I don't believe you met this person that you say Jayla, that broke up with Jayla. I don't believe anything you've said on the entirety of this show at this point. You can't tell me anything and expect me to believe it. I don't believe you. I don't believe anything you tell me. Girl, moving on. They discuss, they then discuss Andre and Jayla and their skirmish. And so at first, both of them was unapologetic. Now, let me say this. Even though there were moments that were messy and loud, but during that, I actually liked the conversation. I thought the conversation was fruitful because each of them had an opportunity to express themselves, to get their feelings out, to hear the other person and understand where the other person was coming from. So much so that even though Jayla came there to do her best imitation of Gardini from Chasing Atlanta with some LLC that she that belongs to Andre, she was supposed to be all messy and lay that out. But because of the conversation and how well the conversation went and how they both had a meeting of the minds, she then had to put that out there and spill the beans and try to, say, I didn't mean to do this. This is what I had planned, but, I didn't mean to do this. Now, Jayla, this is where you ain't shit. So, I thought it was weak and not needed for her to even if she had purchased the LLC. Now, my sources are telling me she ain't purchased the LLC. My sources tell me that King Payne, official King Payne, purchased the LLC, but just allowed Mama Girl to use it to go in on Andre because King Payne don't see it for Andre, and he used Jayla was just being used like a cum rag that could be thrown to the side. You'll wipe up all the dirty parts, and then we'll throw you to the side when we're done with you. You're just being used at this point, Jayla, and you don't even see it. You're stupid. Anyway, my point being, going back to the subject at hand, there was no need for this. If you truly felt like, we had a meeting of the minds, you could have had this conversation with Andre afterwards, off camera, and said, you know what? I did this. I didn't mean to do it. I shouldn't have done it. And and you know what? We'll handle it and we'll get it back in your name. But you wanted to have this moment on camera, which there was no need for. And if my sources are correct, you can't even give him back the LLC because the LLC doesn't belong to you. The people told me the LLC belonged to official King Payne. I'm just saying. So how you gonna give him back the LLC? I don't know, y'all. Shit sounds dumb and stupid. Like, she had no business doing it. Now, I feel like she definitely wronged Andre. She was wrong as fuck for doing that to Andre. But even if it belongs to King Payne, she was wrong for bringing it out and saying that she would give it back when she knows full well she'll have the power to bring it back, and almost trying to force the hand of King Payne to give it back to Andre, which we know King Payne don't want no parts of Andre and ain't gonna give Andre a goddamn thing back. That's the whole thing. Now, Andre Girl, I don't see it for you a lot of times, but let me say, girl, you way better than me, Andre. Girl, you are way better than me. Because, baby, when Mama Girl brought out this paper saying that she had purchased my LLC, baby, I would have cleared the room. Do you hear me? Baby, baby, baby shark, do. I would have cleared the motherfucking room. Do you hear me? Because at the moment that whore handed that shit over to Mr. Ray and her hand outstretched, I would have had my arm outstretched as well. Bitch slapping that whore. You could, baby, I would have cleared the room. They would have had to call all kinds of security. I'd still be wailing in on that whore. But girl, y'all better than me. Girl, you going to the bathroom and having emotions and stuff like that. The only emotion that I would have had was rage. There would have been no sadness. There would have been rage. Do you hear me? Girl, boom. Anyway, it went on and on and on from there. Fran kept talking for no reason. Girl, why the fuck are you here? Fran is like an ugly pimple that sits in the middle of your forehead that you don't want to see, you want no parts of, has no reason being there, but is there on the most important night. Girl, you ain't been here all during my life. I ain't seen your ass none of this time. But now that I got lights, camera, and action, lights and cameras on me, and I'm at an important event, now this the night you decide to rear your ugly head and be your ugly ass dead center in the middle of my motherfucking forehead. That's what the fuck Fred is, metaphorically. Just a fucking man. Can we get Dr. Pimple Popper to get Fran, please? Please. Girl. So at the end, they started going over what they're doing currently or whatever. I will say this. As a whole, I ain't saying individually, but as a whole, this cast, if these girls are telling the truth, gotta add that caveat, is doing far better than the rest of the other cast. Way better, light years better than the Chasing Dallas cast. Doing way better than the Chasing Atlanta cast. So kudos to them because the girls are booked, busy, and working. I don't know about Fran. Y'all know I don't trust her. I don't believe her. And I don't think nothing that horse said is true. But I will give it to the Chasing LA girls. The girls are working. They are booked and busy. But speaking of booked and busy, Official King Payne, come over here, mama. Mama, come over here. I don't want to see that raggedy ass commercial no more. With Lasha Quante from around the corner trying to act like she's somebody's mama over there. The one with the little hair stuff? Girl, did y'all see that raggedy ass commercial? Girl, boom. Anyway, so that was the whole thing. Awesome set, phenomenal wardrobe by the cast, great host. I thought, and now if you're asking me, this is probably one of the best reunions I've seen in all of the Chasing Reality brand. This is the best reunion that I've seen. I ain't really see it for the season, but if we had to judge it only on reunions, which we don't, but hypothetically if we did, I would say this is the best reunion they've had in the whole Chasing Reality brand. The best one. Y'all tell me if I'm wrong. That's it for this reunion. That's it for this season. Hopefully they'll get a season 2, girl. Will we be here for it? I don't know. If you see me, look for me. And if you don't see me, then don't look for me. How about that? Anyway, y'all, that's all I got for y'all. Until next time, thank y'all for coming. Y'all drive safely. I'm out.